In this lesson, we're going to undo the distributive law. So last time we took something that looked like 3x plus 7 and here and here, and you get 3x plus 21. And in this lesson, we're going to undo it and take this and go backwards. So this is known as factoring. So if you start out with something like 3x plus 51 and you want to factor out 3, then that means it's going to look like 3 times something. So the question is, what do you have to put in here so that when you expand it, you get that? So the answer is to take each of the things and divide it by 3. So 3x divided by 3 is x. 3 times something divided by that same thing is undoing the multiplying by 3. And 51 divided by 3 is 17. Okay, so that's the answer. And you can check this by expanding again. So 3x plus 51. Okay, next you can factor out anything you want. In this case, we're going to factor out negative 4/3. Not clear why we'd want to do that, but you can. So it's negative 4/3 times something, and then you need to put in something here. So if you multiply it by negative 4/3, you get 10x. So that's 10x. Of course, you might be able to do this in your head, but you'll make fewer mistakes if you don't. So that's 10x times the reciprocal of 4/3, negative 4/3, which is negative 3/4. So that is 30 over 4, negative 30 over 4x. And these are both divisible by 2, so that's negative 15 over 2x. So here we put negative 15 over 2x. And then minus minus will be plus, and then 9 divided by 4/3 is equal to 27 over 4. So 27 over 4. And again, you can always check that you're right by expanding this again. So 3/4, 4/3 times 15 halves. The 3's cancel, you get a 5. The 4 cancels the 2, you get a 2, so you get 10. And the same thing here, so this works out. Okay, so sometimes it might say to factor out the coefficient of x. So if you're not familiar with the term coefficient, whenever you've got a variable multiplied by something, the thing it's multiplied by is called the coefficient. So in this case, the coefficient of x is negative 4. So it's asking us to factor out negative 4. And when you're factoring out the coefficient of x, the x term will always just be x. And then you have to figure out what you're going to multiply by negative 4 to get 3. And that is negative 3/4. So you can see if we expand this again, you would get negative 4 times x, you get negative 4x, and you would also get negative 4 times negative 3/4, which gives you 3. So this is negative 4x minus 3/4. And then the other thing you might ask me to do is common factor an expression. So this is when all the numbers involved are integers. You take the least common multiple of the greatest common factor of the integers involved. So 56 is 8 times 7, and 91 is 13 times 7. Yeah, so the greatest common factor of these integers here is 7. So they're both divisible by 7, and they're not divisible by anything larger than 7. So you take a 7 out here, and this will give you 8x plus 13. And again, 7 times 8 is 56. 7 times 13 is 91. So that's factoring.